Hey traders, this is Shogun Chat 247. I teach people how to trade in harmony with the market. We have the Canadian dollar Japanese yen today. I have identified the highs and the lows. Not all these zigzag highs and lows. There's a certain criteria that has to be met before we can consider a high to be a high. This is a high. This is a low. This is a high. That's a low. We have identified that. That is a, oops, that's a low there. Okay. Even though we have an internal high here, there's no corresponding low. Let me just check again. Oh, actually, this is a low. Okay, then this high is valid. Okay, you will get the gist of that. That's not the main thing I want to share with you today. The last four highs and lows are significant. In terms of trading, there are only two ways you can make money in trading. It's either you buy low or sell high. The high and lows that we're referring to are not these up and down swings. Okay, the highs when the price, because the what makes the price is the perception of traders, and this price they move in trends, and these trends move in waves. There are uptrends and downtrends. As you can see here, we have series of higher highs and higher lows to form this high, and when this high is formed, we saw a move away from it. Therefore, this is the current high, this is the previous high, this is the current low, this is the previous low. Those are the only four things. We forget everything else. What I'm sharing with you is is all you need basically, because I'm going to prove it to you in this video as well. Because fine, it's not one trade. We can't call a methodology a successful methodology with 100, even 100 trades. You have to use it and test it out for a very long time, and that is what we've done. We've simplified the way we trade. We've removed those things that we picked along the way that have not served us. We've removed them, and we just make trading simple. You don't need a moving average, you don't need anything. Okay, all you need is understanding of what a high and low is, and being able to trade within the last four highs and low, because they have basically they have properties attached to them. Okay, so we can see we want to sell high, the price broke the high, we failed. The confirmation will be a break below this here, this internal midpoint, but that doesn't stop us from selling where we sold here. Okay, because we can take a buy, all right, here. But why would we buy at the high? It doesn't make sense. The people that are making money, they've already made the money, and that is why they failed at the high, because they are creating the high to sell the high. That's how price behaves. So the next area you can think of even contemplating buying will have to be below here. That is why our stop loss is below here. If I measure this low for you, this move here, so from the starting point of the wave that created the high before the change, because that's the change there, we are looking for the extension GM4A. Where is the GM4A? So GM4 is all the way down here. So we have to bring our stop loss all the way down here, below the low, and that will be the stop for this trade. The target, sorry, the stop loss comes above the high, when we took the trade, because this trade will be invalidated if price start to break above the high again. And that's basically the way we look at the market. Very simple. Follow the price, not the indicator, because the price is actually the perception of the traders. The background color change here are the dynamic trends. Okay, as you can see, we have a downtrend. We've been selling the Cardian since last week, buying, selling inside, but the majority of the move after this move here, we had a trend changing pattern. Eventually, the price broke down on Thursday, and we started selling this, taking profit, selling it. And as you can see, once the price falls in a downtrend, when the price falls into the buy zone, which is green, and it fails, they sell, it fails, they sell, it fails, they sell, it fails, they sell, it fails, they sell. And that is where we are right now. We're in a buy zone. We have seen a failure at the high. If you look back, all this high has pushed the price down. Okay, but we don't need to worry about that, because we are only focusing from here. We forget everything else. Okay, some people will tell you you have to look at 20, 20, 20 weeks, 20 months, 20 years data to be able to make a trading decision. You do not need that. I'm telling you right now, the way we have simplified the wave of success methodology is to just follow the last four highs and lows, place our lines on top of them, and they act as decision making point. Okay, so we are selling, expecting price to break the low. Once the price breaks the low, this is our target 106.86.9. So I'm going to pause now, and I'll show you when the price breaks this low. We need this low to be broken. That will be a confirmation. Okay, so price is on the move now. We've broken a higher low here, which could be classified as a change of character. And to be honest, that's the first signal. I was actually waiting for this one. And this is how the waves are formed. If we look at this here, okay, when this becomes a high, we had a break there and the break low here. So this will have been the confirmation level here for this move. Okay, but in this case, it's still the same thing. We don't know which one will be it, but as you see, this one actually be the break. Your stop stays there, and so on and so forth. Okay, time now is 3:42. We've made progress in terms of two things. The the change of character break was confirmed. The main break, which was the lower high, no, higher low that failed the second time, has now been confirmed. Okay, so what I mean by that is this one was broken twice, then this one was broken once, pull back, and twice. All these are confirmations. Okay, that is a confirmation. This one here, that's the confirmation there of the second break. I hope you guys can see the simplicity of this. It may not be simple if you are used to doing, or if you haven't unlearned all the textbook moving average concept, MACD, all those indicator concept. Okay, this is pure price behavior trading. Then we are basically we have nothing else here that should hold the price from completing the move below the low. Okay, all the normal or usual hurdles, and those things are there actually for price to be able to accumulate, then move in the direction that it intends to move. Okay, so time is 10. I've got 10:47, so I can add a couple of more developments. So I'm going to pause now. I don't know the next time I will update it, but hopefully we can get to the low when the low is broken. Okay. Okay, so time is 5:56. That was our entry this morning. No, this year, 10:25. And as you can see, we are very close to the target, 75 pips of trade. It is as simple as that. And I'm saying this is as simple as that. The work that goes into actually trading this way, have done the work. You don't have to do the same thing. That's why we set up Chapter 47 Academy to teach people. I've got a mentoring in 4 minutes, okay? And I have to cut this video short. If you like what you see, give us a thumbs up. My name is Shogun Chat 247. If you have been struggling, I know nobody comes to trading without having the period of struggle, because there's so many things out there that teaches you this is the best way, that is the best way. I'm not saying my methodology is the best way, but what you can do for yourself is to invest wisely. And if you want to invest in your education, contact me. You're going to find my email somewhere. I'm not selling anything here. All I do is I mentor people to be able to trade in harmony with the market. I have done the heavy lifting. I have failed, if you can use that word, but there's no failure. It's actually a learning curve. And what takes 10 years, 15 years, 20 years for people, we can make it into months for you guys if you can follow a simple methodology and learn. The learning phase is what takes time. The changing of habits and changing of your mind, all those tools are now available, because there's no one side to trading. As I'm teaching you the practical side, you will be learning the psychological side. And that is what I've got for you. So I wish you a successful trading journey. My name is Shogun Chat 247. Love you guys and stay blessed.